3-2-1. Good afternoon and welcome to Turf Moor for Burnley's home game against Aston Villa. The Clarets have 4 games left and stand in 16th spot, 2 points outside of the relegation places. Burnley against Aston Villa. We kick off at 3 o'clock. The team news is in. There's no Jay Rodriguez. He pulled out the Watford game in the warm-up with a hamstring injury. Hasn't made it today. There's no Matty Vidra in the squad, but there's good news. Eric Peters and Max Cornet return after injury. They're on the bench. Still no Ben Mee, Johan Berg Gudmundsson or Ashley Westwood. For Villa, they beat already relegated Norwich City last weekend with a 2-0 home win. Steven Gerrard left Rangers for Villa in November. It's his first spell as a Premier League boss. Ollie Watkins and ex-Claret Danny Ings got the goals against Norwich. Ings has scored in his last 3 against Burnley. There's no Jacob Ramsey. He's got a groin injury. Leon Bailey hobbled off against Norwich and he's absent today. But Courtney Horse is back in the side and it looks like 3 centre-backs. Skipper Tyrone Mings makes his 200th league appearance this afternoon, where he made his first back in 2013 with Ipswich. So those teams in a little bit more detail. Charlie Taylor makes his 300th English club appearance today. Burnley line up like this: Nick Pope in goal, Connor Roberts right back, Charlie Taylor left back, Nathan Collins and skipper James Tarkowski in the centre. Midfield forward: Dwight McNeil, Jack Cork, Josh Brownhill, Aaron Lennon. Up front, Ashley Barnes returns to the side. First time he starts since September alongside Wout Weghorst. On the bench, Wayne Hennessy, Matt Lowton, Dale Stevens, Maxwell Cornet, Eric Peters, Phil Bardsley, Kevin Long, Bobby Thomas and young Dara Costello. For Villa, we think 3-5-2. Emiliano Martinez in goal. Ezra Konsa, Callum Chambers and skipper Tyrone Mings at the back. Wing backs Matty Cash right hand side, Lucas Dean left hand side, Douglas Louise in a holding role behind John McGinn and Emiliano Benduia. Ahead of them, Danny Ings and Ollie Watkins. So we think 3-5-2. On the bench, Robin Olsen, reserve keeper, Morgan Sanson back fit again, Bertrand Traore, Ashley Young, Marvellous Nakamba, Philippe Coutinho, surprised to see him on the bench, Carney Chukwuemeka and Tim Erogbunam, and alongside them youngster Josh Feeney. First time in the 20 for him this afternoon. Here last season Burnley came from behind to win 3-2. Goals from Ben Mee, Dwight McNeil and Chris Wood. Burnley just lost one of the last 26 league games against Villa at Turf Moor. That defeat was on New Year's Day 2020. Goals from Wesley and Jack Grealish gave them a 2-1 win. Chris Wood got the Burnley goal. Burnley and Villa face each other inside 12 days, home and away. It's the latest home and away fixtures in Premier League history. David Coote is in charge today and Paul Tierney will be on VAR. Pleased to say George Boyd alongside me. George, good to have you at Turf Moor for what's a massive game.
Thank you. Yeah, it's got that feeling, hasn't it, of a huge game today. Obviously the roller coaster of winning last week and then Everton's result, but I think you just got to keep concentrating on ourselves and keep knocking out the win. I think today is a big 3 points. Yeah,
it was a good win last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Against a stubborn Watford side. They had that incredibly poor home record and Burnley didn't want to end that, did they? It was a great win in the end.
Huge win. I mean, the character showed going 1-0 down and it could have been 2, but I mean, once that the equaliser went in, Watford's heads really did. Lost 10-11 in a row at home.
Yes,
so
yeah.
You can see a bit of a mental switch there, but huge win. And you see the celebrations, what it meant to everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. To go across to the away end was fantastic, wasn't it? And you could see the bench, everybody massively up for it.
Yeah, and you want that. Even if some players are not playing on the bench, they're going to be frustrated, but everyone was together, weren't they? Everyone was celebrating together, and that just shows how much well, the morale in the squad's huge at the minute, and it's sort of it's a weird thing because everyone's lifted, aren't they? It seems like a big weight's off everyone's shoulders.
You mentioned it, bit of a downer because Everton got the win against Chelsea. Chelsea were a little bit disappointing, I thought, on the day.
Yeah.
Everton keep getting wins at home, so it just keeps the pressure on, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, 5 points going into this week it would have been massive, but no one expected them to beat Chelsea. As you say, they were way off it, Chelsea, and think they got 2 quite comfortable home games come up, Everton, haven't they, after this week? So
maybe it's Leeds, George.
Yeah, well,
you know, they've got a really poor goal difference as well.
They're the ones now. I think Leeds probably favourites in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the bookies agree. Yeah, they're away Arsenal tomorrow. They do play Leeds do play Chelsea 4 days before the FA Cup final, which is a bit of a worry.
Yeah.
Then they've got Brighton and Brentford for their last 2. If Burnley could get an advantage before those last 2, it could be big for the Clarets.
I think that's it. Today is the one. If they can get that win, I can't see Leeds getting anything in the next 2, so that opens up 5 points, and I'd expect us to win one of the last 3.
Yes, so Newcastle here at home's not a bad fixture, is it?
No, it's not a bad one, but I just think today, if we can get the 3 points, it'll be massive.
Big day for Ashley Barnes. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, he's done well off the bench. He's got his chance today.
I'm delighted for him. Yeah, he's had to bide his time. I think September, didn't you say, his last start?
Yeah.
So he's had to bide his time, but he's had his injuries this season. But I'd put full trust in Ashley Barnes to put himself about today and nick a goal.
Just looked like they've gone 3 centre-backs, which sort of is a compliment towards Burnley. They've not done that much.
No, and I think they probably see the threat aerially, especially now with Barnes and Weghorst up front. It's going to be very physical for them 3 centre-halves to cope with them. And with their wing backs, you hope Dwight can get down that space which they'll create down the flank.
Yes, yeah. I mean, Dwight looks revitalised, doesn't he?
Well, you just see from his interviews after, he seems like a weight's been lifted off his shoulders, and he seems a lot more freer the last few games I've watched since the new manager's come in. So something seems to have clicked.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic 9.5 years under Sean Dyche. It all happened as a bit of a shock, but the lads have responded, and they've responded really well.
I was very shocked. I think everyone was. But he's done fantastic, Jackson, since he's come in, and just give the boys the confidence that they need. And as I say, they seem a bit more freer, and I think that's shown in the performances.
Are they playing just a little bit further forward,
I think so,
5-10 yards? I mean, it doesn't seem a lot, but
on the
taking the game to
more,
them,
they're on the front foot a lot more.
And it helps Dwight, I guess, doesn't it? If you're playing that bit further forward, you've less to beat.
I think he's not concentrating as much on the defensive side. He's able to use his attributes going forward.
Here come the teams, starting with Burnley. Nick Pope in goal, Connor Roberts at right back, 300th appearance in English club football for Charlie Taylor at left back, Nathan Collins and skipper James Tarkowski in the centre. In midfield, Dwight McNeil, Jack Court, Josh Brownhill, Aaron Lennon up front. First starts in September in the Premier League for Ashley Barnes alongside Wout Weghorst. On the bench for Burnley, Wayne Hennessy, Matt Lowton, Dale Stevens, Maxwell Cornet back in the 20, Eric Peters back in the 20, Phil Bardsley, Kevin Long, Bobby Thomas and youngster Dara Costello. For Villa, we think 3-5-2, Martinez in goal. Central 3 of Chambers, Concert and Mings. It's Mings' 200th league appearance today, where he made his first with Ipswich Town back in 2013. Matty Cash, right wing back, Lucas Dean, left wing back, Douglas Luiz in a holding role. Ahead of him, John McGinn and Emiliano Buendia. Up front, Ollie Watkins and Danny Ings, former Claret, of course. 43 goals for Burnley, big player for the Clarets when Burnley were first promoted under Sean Dyche. One to look out for today. On the bench, Robin Olsen, Morgan Sanson, Bertrand Traore, Ashley Young, Marvellous Nakumba, Philippe Coutinho on loan from Barcelona, Carney Chukwuemeka, Tim Bunam, and then Josh Feeney, first time in the 20 for the young defender Josh Feeney. Our referee is David Coote. Paul Tierney on VAR. 4 left. George, it's a massive 4 games,
isn't it? It's got that feel, hasn't it? The crowd are really behind the team. Great atmosphere today. Looks a full house as well.
The crowd, to be fair, have been absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, last week looked incredible.
Yeah, Watford a sellout, 2,200, and they outsung the home crowd.
It was Scotty Arfield vibes, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah, Barnsley just a bit clever, and he stayed in the opposing half. Did slide in front of their fans, though.
The gaffer went mad at us because they could have kicked off and scored. We were all like celebrating.
You're on the mercy of the referee in those circumstances.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the referee didn't let them kick off, and he would. Minutes away from kick-off. How well has James Tarkowski done, George? It's common knowledge he's out of contract in the summer. He's given absolutely everything for Burnley.
Yeah, and then you see the story last week of his daughter was ill. That just sums Tarky up. He's been a fantastic leader in the absence of Ben as well. He's taken the captaincy on so well, and he'll continue to give 100% to the end of the season. There's no doubt about that.
Absolutely. Just playing left-hand side alongside Nathan Collins. Ben Mee's not far away, we understand.
How well's Collins done?
He's been brilliant.
Yeah,
he's been brilliant. Turned 21 last Saturday, and you'd think he was 31.
Yeah, he's maybe not had the strength in depth as previous years, but to have someone like him to slot in case if Ben or Tarky got injured, it's been
looks
brilliant.
A fantastic prospect. Yeah. Villa will get us underway. Burnley in claret and blue. Villa their away strip, white shirts, claret shorts, claret socks. They will defend the Barnfield construction stand end in the first half, cricket field end of course, and Villa set to get us underway. Burnley against Aston Villa. 4 to go, 4 massive games. The crowd are up for it, the team will be up for it, all the players take a knee, and on the next whistle we will be underway.
They've started well here.
Decent ball in there. Looks like Chambers in a holding role rather than centre-back. Early foul here. Villa have got a free kick just inside the Burnley half. Does look like Watkins and Ings up top, looking for Dean down this left-hand side. This is going to be interesting. McNeil and Dean. Burnley want to push Lucas Dean back all the way if they can. Here's Chambers immediately under pressure from Cork, who wins it. Here's Weghorst. What's he got ahead of him? Weghorst holding on to it well, trying to thread it through, couldn't find it. Brownhill back for Roberts, on for McNeil. McNeil back here for Collins. Crowd applauding every touch. Here's McNeil operating on that right-hand side, just slips, and that'll go out of play. Louise with the throw. So it does look like Chambers in front.
Yeah, it looks like Bendia in behind, top of the diamond, maybe.
Yeah, that's the thinking. It is 4 in midfield, but a real diamond. Chambers at the back of that, Buendia at the front of it. Got sent off the last time he faced Burnley in Norwich colours. Mings with a header. Court wins the next one. McNeil to jump here with Dean. In strong here is Court to win it. Louise came off worse there. Layoff here's for Weghorst. Looking for McNeil if he can here. Just ships it wide for Roberts. Roberts for McNeil. McNeil back here for Court. Just leaves it for Collins. Collins looks early. Barnes trying to win it here. The offside flag went up. I didn't think it was Barnes. I thought it was Weghorst. And to see the flag goes up was a little bit of a surprise. Free kick it is.
Yeah, it's a definite diamond there. Louise and McGinn either side of Bendia.
Yeah, with Chambers sitting quite deep, not quite alongside the centre-backs, but very deep. Here's Mings. Header on, and he's found Ings in a bit of space here. Into the box, Danny Ings. This is where he's dangerous. Looking to get it on his right foot, curls it wide. Was he looking for the cross at the far post? Trying to find Watkins. Couldn't quite manage it. But we know how dangerous Danny Ings can be. Yeah,
I thought he was just going to drive there, and Watkins was in the area just for a slide across the 6-yard box, but sort of took too much time there, didn't he?
Don't think Tarkowski and Collins are happy with the linesman. Whether they thought Ings was offside in the build-up.
Yeah.
But thankfully for Burnley, it came to nothing. Just trying to angle a ball in. It is well beyond Watkins. Kick here from Pope. Remember, Leeds at Arsenal tomorrow, Everton at Leicester. Here's Watkins. Ships in on nicely for Cash. Good challenge here from Tarkowski. Be a throw to Villa. Also level with the Burnley penalty area. With Cash. So it is a flat 4. Cash and Dean at right and left back respectively. Taylor's under pressure here. Help it down the line, Burnley nicely, but they need to clear the lines here. Cork has done, and he's found Weghorst. Weghorst to ship it on, looking for Barnes. They've got to form a partnership today. Mings hooks it out of play. Burnley throw. He's been working hard for this moment, Barnsley, hasn't he?
Yeah, as I say, he's bided his time because every time he's come on, he's put himself about and looked at danger. So I'm delighted he's got his chance today.
Fasten your seatbelts. 3 minutes gone. It's goalless. It's a big one at Turf Moor. Roberts to reach it. Helps it on for McNeil. Collision off the ball. The referee sees it as a free kick. Roberts got a bang to the face off Louise. We'll have a look at the replay. Certainly seemed to block his run. Maybe nothing more than that.
This is a good opportunity.
It is. It's a very high line from Villa, isn't it? McNeil just chips one in. He's found Veghorst. Looks onside. Can he hook the ball back inside? Corner. Early corner for Burnley. Exploited that high line. Veghorst got behind it. Good intelligent run. McNeil here with the corner. You feel Burnley can cause problems from set pieces. Good atmosphere at Turf Moor. Cries have come on Burnley. McNeil with the delivery. One arm aloft. It'll be angled into the back post. Keeper coming. Doesn't get there. Had a bit of a waft. It's going to be a goal kick. Does Collins think he was held? Keeper's gone down. I'm not sure a lot happened there, really.
He always goes down, this goalie.
Didn't fancy the aerial battle there, did he?
He's only gone for the header there, Collins. I don't think he's even touched him.
I thought it evaded everybody, the ball, didn't it? Let's just see here. Ooh, it's barely a touch, is it? Barely a touch. Doesn't fancy the ball in the air, I don't think, the Argentinian. There's not a lot in that. Not convinced the referee's even given a foul, to be honest.
Well, we know what to do now every time there's a free kick. Just
the ball's got to go in there, yeah.
You don't fancy that at all.
Doesn't need any treatment in the end. The ball has been retrieved. A lot of talk this week about how much time is actually played in Premier League games. The crowd not happy with Martinez, and he'll kick this off the deck. Burnley are trying to apply the pressure, but Villa have got 3 up, so if he kicks it long, he can perhaps find them. Cork wins the header though, done well with that, Cork. Dean with the next one. It'll break here for Collins. He'll use his keeper. Watkins on the chase, but Pope to it first. Big clearance. Looking for Barnes. Barnes on the deck. Is he fouled by Dean? Referee waves his finger, waves play on. Here's Courtney Horse just to use Mings. Mings back to his keeper. More booze for the former Arsenal stopper. Header won by Collins. Got some distance on it. Barnes on his chest. Hooks it over his shoulder. Header won by Horse. Buendia with the layoff. Finds McGinn near the halfway line. Inside for Louise. Here's Buendia again. Driving forward. He's found Ings onside. Can score here, Ings. And he has. No flag. He's finished it. Left-footed. Danny Ings has scored for the 4th successive time against Burnley. They'll have a look at it on VAR, but certainly Ings thinks he's onside, and Burnley have gone behind here. Gonna have to come from behind again to get something from the game. Danny Ings scores against Burnley for the 4th successive game. Burnley 0, Aston Villa 1. A real setback, George.
Yeah, he looks well onside here. It's a massive gap. It's a great ball from Buendia in between Taki and Roberts. He thought he'd get stuck under his feet a little bit, but he's done really well just to put on his left. It's a fantastic finish, to be fair. Yeah,
it's a classy finish. We all know how good Danny Ings is. He just slides it in. Really composed. Does look like it's behind him for a minute. Yeah. Might have just given Burnley a chance to get there, but in the end, it's a really good finish, and that just livens things up here now. Burnley going to have to come from behind. Early goal for Villa. Burnley throw. But 37 consecutive league games Burnley have scored here against Aston Villa, and they're going to have to do that to get something from the game. It's with Charlie Taylor. We'll just pick up on that in a minute. Buendia just in the hole, just collecting the ball. Burnley have got to stop that. Poor throw here from Taylor. Cork does well to win it. Clearances from Tarkowski, sliced it out of play. Just got to pick up Buendia, haven't we?
Well, the warning sign was there before when Ings got through, and he seems to get in those little pockets, and he's slid 2 good balls now, and they've got him behind every time.
Yeah, it's 4 in midfield, with Chambers behind McGinn and Louise, and Buendia's almost got a licence to attack the Burnley backline. Here's McNeil. Under pressure, comes away from 2. Done well there. Picks out Weghorst. Weghorst for Barnes. Barnes didn't have a shot, just skied it. Good effort, really good effort. Good play from Burnley. Barnes over the bar. Really good move that, George.
Yeah, great play from McNeil in the centre. If he took 2 players out, lovely through ball. Weghorst, really good first touch into Barnsley, and he's got a half-yard shot just over the bar.
Martinez in no hurry to take it. Burnley are behind here. The worst possible start. Ings on 7 minutes with the goal. Tarkowski wins that. Flick on from Brownhill, finds Weghorst. Weghorst layoff, can't find his man. Here's Ings, flick for Louise.
He's full of confidence now, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Touch back here now for Horse. On in turn for Cash. Won 6 times away from Villa, lost 10. Just the 1 draw. Challenge from Brownhill was given as a foul in front of Mike Jackson. Just the start Burnley didn't want.
Long time to go.
It is, yeah. I mean that's the good point from it. It is very, very early in the game. It gives Burnley, well, a full 83 minutes to get back. Here's Mings. On for Louise. Louise towards the halfway line, looking over the top. And he'll get this, Dean. Cross comes Collins to win it. It's a good challenge. It'll be a corner. Villa's first. When Villa take the lead 14 times in the Premier League, they've won 11, lost 3. Burnley want to add to that treble. Everybody back for Burnley. A real setback early on here for the Clarets. Remember, they've won the last 3 here, Burnley, but did come from behind to beat Everton. Dean with the corner. Everybody beyond the far post to arrive late, one would assume. Burnley've got a mark up here. Dean's ready. Just goes short in the end for Louise. Back again for Dean. He's onside. Looking to get to the byline. Clip it in there. Burnley will head it away through Barnes. Offside flag anyway. Dean had just strayed offside.
What a terrible corner that was.
You want it in the middle, don't you?
Yeah.
You do want it in the middle. If you've set up like that, it's a bonus for Burnley. Steven Gerrard scored twice here in a 4-0 win for Liverpool that relegated Burnley, unfortunately, back in 2010. And there's Mike Jackson, 4 unbeaten coming into today. Burnley have got to find a way back. Here's Pope with the kick. Mings wins the header comfortably. Roberts to the next ball. Barnes has gone down here, fallen awkwardly, I think, on his ankle. Referee's gone to have a look. Just as he challenged for that ball, he's fallen on his ankle. And feeling it very gingerly now. Picks himself up. Burnley came from behind to beat Everton, came from behind to beat Watford. They're going to have to do it again here. Chase here for Barnes. Mings will be to it first. Across his 6-yard box for Martinez. Martinez looking for McGinn. Can't keep it in play. Burnley throw. It's with Taylor. A real sucker punch in the first 7 minutes to see Danny Ings score against Burnley again. 4th time in succession he's done that. Here's Weghorst. Battling away, trying to hook it inside. Will be a Burnley throw. Looking to take it quickly, the big Dutchman. He'll leave it for Charlie Taylor. Burnley go to Spurs a week tomorrow. Between now and then, Spurs play Liverpool and North London rivals Arsenal. Here's Roberts. Goes back for Tarkowski, a little bit behind him. Tarkowski will use his keeper, Pope, out of his area to kick it long. Looking towards Weghorst. Header won by Horse. Touch on from McGinn. Only got to win some ball here. Here's Louise trying to go through challenges. Brownhill's won it. Roberts to tidy up. It's gone a little bit narrow there. Here's Collins, uses Brownhill. Good play from the back, Burnley. Here's Cork. Got McNeil operating right-hand side against Dean. Ball inside, finds Roberts. Here's Cork. Cork back for Collins. Burnley having to be patient. 13 minutes gone. Villa leading here by a goal to nil. It's back with Tarkowski. Wide for Taylor. Taylor forward here. Lennon trying to break away. Horse has got there. Back to his keeper. Big clearance from Martinez. To win it, Tarkowski. Here's Brownhill. Ships it on nicely for Barnes. Vekhorst to try and win it. Loses out. Louise onto that one. The Brazilian just to ship that on to Dean. Still in his own half. Looking over the top here for the dangerous Watkins. Pope comes, wins the header. Had to get there. That's the danger, isn't it? Watkins has got pace.
Yeah, I think at the minute it's just in behind for Villa, isn't it? That's their only danger, is they keep getting behind. But better patient build up there from Burnley, just keeping the ball for a couple of minutes and relieving any pressure.
Here's McGinn again, looking for Dean, trying to chest it down. Tarkowski's won that. No, he hasn't. Tarkowski's not happy. He thinks he's won the ball. It's been given against him, and it's in a dangerous position. Not a great angle to see it there. He thinks he's won it against Buendia. No real complaints from the Argentinian, to be fair.
It looks like he won the ball there.
He did. It wasn't the best angle.
No.
Certainly not conclusive. It's a shake of the head from the Burnley skipper, and they'll fancy this. Buendia's over this. Dean's over this. Pope's just got to try and get his angles right. It's left of centre. I would think of the two, Buendia had hit it rather than Dean. The wall is just in front of the 18-yard box. It's got to do its job here. Awkward moments for Burnley on the quarter-hour mark. Louise has placed it. Buendia's just stepping away a touch here. It might be Louise to hit it.
Looks like Louise.
It's a four-man wall. Ings is just to the left of the wall. I think that's about where he's going to hit this. Pope's got his eyes on the ball. The referee's ready. Louise to hit it. Hit the wall. The wall's done its job. It's hit Vekhorst at 6'6", I think. He felt it. Burnley put pressure on, and Lennon's nicked this. He won't keep it in play. Although the ball did stop somewhat dramatically.
A lot of spin on that ball.
There was, wasn't there? Crowd appreciate that. Looked a decent free kick. The big man was in the way. He's the one tapping the wall.
Yeah, that's what he's there for.
Cash with the throw. Burnley just warming a sub up. I think Barnes is okay. Did fall awkwardly. A couple of subs warming up. Villa taking the time with the throws, which is annoying the crowd. Tarkowski back to his keeper. Ings on the chase. Pope with the ball forward. Can't find his man. Dean wins a comfortable header. Louise to touch on for Watkins. Ings comes back from an offside position. Good cover from Collins. Wins it well. Gets it forward from McNeil. McNeil spins. He's away from Dean. He's taking on Chambers now. Can he go beyond him? He can. Running at the heart of the defence now. Into the box. Needs a bit of support. Finds Roberts back again for McNeil. Gets it inside. Not maybe the ball he wanted. And Watkins will break with it here. Watkins into the Burnley half. Looking to stretch Collins. Ings hanging at the back post. Watkins into the box now. Going on the outside. Done well with that. Watkins gets it back inside. Burnley will deal with it. Vekhorst was back to help out. End-to-end stuff. Here's McNeil.
Just run at him again. He's already...
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Dean was out of position.
Yeah.
And he got the better of Chambers. On his wrong side, Chambers. Looking for Taylor here. Wins it. Helped it on for Lennon. Good ball. Lennon on that left-hand side. Up against Cash. Goes to take him on the outside. Gets the cross in. Decent ball. Dean chests it down for his keeper. The cross was just too deep, I think.
Yeah, just want Dwight coming inside of Dinya there. He's got... It's a free chest back to the goalie. It was a bit too easy for him there.
Yeah, it needed to be the big men in the middle that found it. The crowd are not happy with Martinez taking his time. He's dropped the ball to the deck. Villa lead here by a goal to nil. 18 minutes played. That goal, good news for Everton and Leeds, not for Burnley. The Clarets have got to find something here today. It's going to be Luca Dean with the throw, left-hand side. Here's Buendia again, just shrugged off the ball. No foul this time. The Argentinian didn't agree with that, it's fair to say. Here's McNeil, good work from Brownhill. McNeil dummies the ball, goes past Mings, driving down the right now, up against two. He's got Taylor available left back, threads it through for Weghorst. Great ball that. Weghorst trying to knock it inside. Didn't work out. Mings hits it against the big man, and that'll be a goal kick. But McNeil could be the key here.
Yeah, that's been the last 5 minutes. He's been brilliant, and he just driving the ball, getting us up the pitch.
It's going to be a goal kick for Aston Villa. The crowd not happy because the keeper's taken his time with it. Ball inside here for Louise. Helps it on. Mings will come forward now. Mings for Dean, left-hand side. Men in the middle. Watkins and Buendia pushing on. Very little celebration from Danny Ings when he scored.
Yeah, it was a nice touch, wasn't it?
It was. I think it was subdued, wasn't it?
I think he knows how much he enjoyed his time here, and
yeah,
you don't want to burn those bridges, do you?
No. Thorn in Burnley's side since he left.
Yeah.
Scored in his last 3 appearances for Southampton, and here for Villa today. Quality player,
yeah.
No doubt about it. Throw down the line here. Kept in play, but Burnley will deal with it. Collins with the clearance. McNeil caught here, just slid in a bit, Dean there. The referee's going to card him. It is only yellow.
I mean, that's perfect now for him to get.
Yeah, to keep running at him. Yeah. But hopefully McNeil's okay. Burnley have not had a lot of luck with injuries. Oh, it's not a great challenge, is it?
Wasn't it? Yeah.
And there is a follow through. Does win the ball, to be fair to the Frenchman, but there's a sizable follow through that will have hurt. Brentford are 2 up against Southampton. Thanks, Dan. Southampton and Brentford are both on 40 points. Not yet safe. Gareth Southgate here today. Be a nice time for McNeil just to impress the national manager. Nick Pope as well. No chance with the goal. Looks long here, looking for Weghorst. Lennon will pick up the loose ball. Just slipped, unfortunately. That allowed Matty Cash to go on his outside. There's Ings to help it on. Work for Taylor here. Looked to pull back from Cash, but Taylor's won it anyway. Just uses Brownhill. Back for Taylor. Got pace, Matty Cash.
Looked really fast there, didn't he?
Yeah. He's playing for Poland now.
Yeah, he's a fellow Pole.
So made his debut for them last year. Barnes battling away here, trying to turn horse. Done well here, Brownhill, to win it. Here's McNeil just coming inside to collect. It's against the defender. Roberts needs to win this, does do. Horse to it first though, ahead of Weghorst. Here's Mings. Certainly a lively enough start. Flick there didn't quite work out. And it's Burnley's ball. It was Louise with the flick. Tries to come on Burnley. Halfway through the first half, Danny Ings' goal separating the two sides. Burnley 0, Aston Villa 1. Buendia with the assist. Here's Barnes looking over his shoulder. Cash will deal with this. Get there ahead of Aaron Lennon. Gone back to Martinez. Big boot forward. Header won by Tarkowski. Lennon to win the next ball and pushed over. That's a free kick.
Surely.
It was a little bit delayed to give it. It's never going to really work out for Burnley. It was a bit frantic on the far touchline. Burnley have got a free kick here. Can use this. Get Tarkowski and Collins up.
Yeah, it just needs to put it right in the mixer and make it uncomfortable because they're such a high line, aren't they? Again,
it's incredible high line. I mean, the free kick's 10 yards from the halfway line, and the line is well, it's probably 30 yards. Looking for Tarkowski here. Header won by Weghorst. Headed away, and I think they'll come away with the ball here, and that's the problem, isn't it? They can break quickly. Really good block from Roberts. Stops the ball going through to Watkins. 2 goals in a minute it was for Brentford.
Not in great form, Southampton, are they?
No, they're not. No, they didn't look great here. Certainly got to play Liverpool yet. Taylor, looking at it back for Pope. Pope will get there with the kick. He's trying to hit it back in, is Buendia. There's not enough on it. Burnley got themselves in 6s and 7s there. In the end, Buendia nowhere near converting. Taylor looking early here for Barnes. Barnes takes it down well. Good challenge from Horse. That'll be a throw for Burnley. Hasn't scored since the goal here against Fulham, and how vital that was last season. It's gone back here for Tarkowski. Tarkowski going for the ball through the middle. McNeil's joined the front too. Weghorst will collect this. Will turned into his man, but does find Barnes. Barnes back for McNeil. It's blocked. Cash with his chest. Certainly looked chest. And Chambers looking early. That's the ball, isn't it, for Watkins? He's got pace to burn. Tarkowski trying to get back at him. Goes down. Didn't look a foul. Didn't look a foul. Watkins is falling on him. Tarkowski comes away with it. Did really well there. McGinn to collect this. Villa have responded, I think, to Gerrard's words in the week. Here's Buendia. Hooks it wide for Dean. Burnley just hanging on a little here. Ball into the middle. Good block from Tarkowski. McNeil, really good outlet for Burnley in the moment. Comes inside his man. Looks for his man in Barnes. Weghorst in the middle if Barnes can find him. Looks to try and pick him out. It's a little bit behind him. Oh, hit it well and just wide. Wasn't the ball he was looking for, but he hit it so well. Better from Burnley, and again, George, it's McNeil, isn't it?
Yeah, he's just got to keep driving the ball. I think Weghorst expecting the ball across the face of the 6-yard box, isn't he? But it's come back behind him, but he's done well. But then Tarky at the other end, just his pure strength. He's defending there against Watkins was unbelievable.
Yeah, Watkins had him for pace a little bit, didn't he? Martinez taking too long. I think the referee's got to take action early rather than later. He is pointing to his watch, but it's no good pointing to his watch and only adding a minute on at 45. Eventually takes it. Eventually, Charlie Taylor wins it. Ball inside for Brownhill. Brownhill looking wide here for Roberts. Crowd certainly buoyed by that attack. Weghorst was close.
Where Louise is so narrow.
Yes, it is.
Dwight's got so much space out wide.
Ball into the middle looking for Barnes, but it's easy one for Martinez.
They just need to keep switching it to Dwight because he's got acres of space.
Yeah, Dean's pushing on as well, and it's leaving gaps behind.
He's got like 20 yards just to run into the space.
Kick from the Argentinian. There was a hint there. He carried it out, I thought. Barnes wins it against Horse. Horse has caught him. Be a free kick right on the touchline. Just a hint there. Martinez carried that out when he kicked it. But you'd want to have a look at it again.
Soon, because he's done it every
he has every time. I mean, there was some stories from the Everton-Chelsea game where basically he only played 50 minutes.
Really?
The ball was, out of play so much. They were hiding it under the shirts and all sorts of things when Everton were ahead. So, the referees have got to just be careful of that.
Yeah.
McNeil to deliver this now. There's a lot of movement in the middle. Looking to try and feed Collins. Wins the header. Easy take for the Argentinian, who falls on it somewhat dramatically. Here's Dean. Burnley've got to find a way back in the game. Courtney Horse. On for Cash. Remains Chelsea 0, Wolves 0 and Palace 0, Watford 0 elsewhere. Burnley do win it back. Here's McNeil. Uses Weghorst. Right hand side. The former Wolfsburg forward. Wins a throw. Here's Roberts with it, finds Brownhill, middle of the park. Ings goes to him, checks his stride, uses Taylor. Taylor has only got Weghorst in the middle at the minute, uses Lennon, back for Brownhill. Brownhill for Cork. Cork on for Collins. No Rodriguez, no Vidra today, remember. Collins comes away from 2. He's got a man on the right-hand side in McNeil. Good cross, header 1! Wide of the target. Weghorst with a header. Looked like he made good contact. Beautiful cross from McNeil. Burnley close to an equaliser. Really good that from Dwight McNeil. And Martinez has got to go in the book here. David Coote's got to be stronger. He's got to start using his cards. It's not acceptable. And I think this time his anger's with Tyrone Mings. The crowd are not going to let him get away with it.
No, he's probably got one more chance. He's got to go into the book. But I can't understand why they're time wasting. It's 28 minutes gone.
Slowing the game down, are they?
Yeah.
They're thinking it'll affect Burnley's rhythm.
But that's a fantastic ball in from Dwight. I just thought it was in.
Yeah, it did look in,
was
didn't
off his
it?
Line, yeah.
It was a really good delivery. And it's probably a weakness of the keeper. He's a great shot stopper, but you want the ball whizzing around his head, don't you?
He does not like that.
Here's Collins. Really good run from him to break open Villa. Tarkowski just down the line for Taylor. Back inside for Collins.
This is better, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, they're at them. You know, there's a worry about the counter-attack. Here's McNeil, uses Roberts. Roberts inside for Court. Playing some good stuff, Burnley, although they are behind. That's hit Court. McNeil will win it. Battling away, McNeil, trying to come away from Dean. Did look like Dean was pulling him back, I thought, there. Here's Ings. Good skill from Danny Ings. Does that so well.
No way.
Collins has won it. Ings wins the decision. It only seemed when he turned to look at the referee, he got it.
He didn't give it. He
didn't give it initially, did he?
Ingsy was never getting that ball anyway. It was too far.
I don't think so. He knocked it too far, hadn't he? We'll see a replay now.
He's never getting that.
He just runs into Roberts, I think. I don't think there's a block from Roberts.
I mean, it's clever play, but he
didn't think it was a foul. I've got to say, I didn't think it was a foul. Here's Courtney Horse. Just comes away from Weghorst, who trips him. That's a free kick. Burnley don't want the game to get extra scrappy. That goal early on just caught Burnley cold a little. Here's Douglas Luiz, the former Man City player. Just got a bit of space from the free kick. Cash wants it, coming forward from right back. Those fullbacks do bomb on. Both are up now. Swung in, looking for Watkins. Heads it down, looking for Ings. Back again for Watkins. Dean's pushed on here. Burnley got him away. It's a chance. And in. Buendia's got a second. Burnley right up against it now. Side foot finish. Dean got away on that left-hand side. And Burnley have got a mountain to climb now. Buendia with a goal. Nick Pope not happy with his defence. Good run from Luca Dean, just found him in the middle. Side foot finish, might have got a deflection. And it's Burnley 0, Aston Villa 2. George, it is a mountain to climb now.
I mean, it's just the two bits of quality from them in the first half. Have got them 2 goals. He's just run off Dwight there, Dinho. It's a great cutback, and I think there's a slight deflection off Tarky, but I don't think Pope had any chance there.
Yeah, it's just deflected, I think, away from Pope, isn't it? And it's agony for the Clarets.
And after such a good spell as well.
Yeah, well, they've attacked Villa. They're 2 down here. Did come from behind to win in this fixture last year, to win 3-2. Got to do it again here. Here's McNeil. So goals from Ings and Buendia have given Villa a 2-0 advantage here. Here's Tarkowski. Burnley have got to get back in the game before half-time, one would suggest. Here's Collins, all gone a bit sour for Burnley. After 3 successive wins, they've got to find a way today. It's back with Nathan Collins. He looks wide for Charlie Taylor. Taylor to bring this forward. He's got Lennon ahead of him, just has to check his stride. Roberts is screaming for it. Tarkowski's going for it. Pinged a ball on the diagonal. Roberts helps it on for McNeil. Dean out of position, looking for Roberts again. If he can just get a cross in here. Decent ball in there. Keeper comes, collects. Just got there ahead of Weghorst. Horse was on the deck. Villa lead here 2-0. The ball's in his hands here.
It's over 10 seconds already.
Yeah, he's surely. And again, he's very close to the edge of his area when he kicks it. Collins to head that back to Pope. Burnley won't be happy with the 2 goals they've conceded, having done so well defensively in recent weeks. Here's Taylor looking for Lennon, just trying to burst through 2 defenders. Cash gets there first. No infringement, and Lennon's picked up the ball. Goes back here for Taylor. Taylor for Cork. Well, Cork just lets it run under his feet. Ings puts pressure on him. Collins nicely on for Tarkowski. Here's Brownhill for Roberts. Back inside for Brownhill. Burnley have got it all to do now. Brownhill looking for options, uses McNeil, he'll get it onto his left-hand side, trying to whip in across. Barnes trying to turn and get the shot away. It's a good save from Martinez, might have got a deflection. And Martinez in the end moving to his left-hand side to save it.
He just took out all the power of the shot, didn't he, McGinn? Comfortable save in the end.
Rolls it out for Horse. Burnley got it all to do. Remaining 3 fixtures after today. Tottenham away, Villa away, Newcastle home. Amazing that Burnley haven't played Aston Villa and we're in May.
I know, it's
incredible, isn't it?
How many times has that ever happened in the Premier League?
Well, just once before. It was Everton and Villa last season, apparently.
Oh, right.
It's never happened to Burnley before. It's back with Tarkowski. And he spreads it for Roberts. Gone a little quieter at Turf Moor. Burnley have got to find a way back here. 10 minutes to half time.
You think how that's fair in some situations where they've got nothing to play for? They're
a
lot more freer.
Yeah.
No pressure really.
It's shown to an extent with them, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Here's Court looking for Barnes. Barnes up against Horse here. Needs a bit of support. Men running off him. Here's McNeil. McNeil looking for Barnes. He won't get there. Dean will knock it behind. Corner Burnley. Burnley are playing some good stuff. But they trail 2-0 here. Here's McNeil. Took it quickly towards that back post. Too much on it, I think. And Martinez falls on it somewhat dramatically. He has got the ball in his hands. So in effect, is he time wasting with it in his hands? The referee can't really do a lot in that situation. The crowd not happy.
He's not helping himself, is he?
Not really. Kicks it long, looking for Watkins. Watkins does get ahead on it. Roberts squares it for Tarkowski. Burnley 2 down here. A real worry for the Clarets now. Both Leeds and Everton play tomorrow. Palace lead against Watford. Watford are virtually down after last week's result. Taylor under pressure, back for Tarkowski. Uses Cork. On for Collins. Collins turns away from Buendia. He's got a free roll, Buendia. He's right alongside Watkins and Ings at every opportunity. Here's Lennon. On for Cork. Cork looking to spread it. He's found McNeil. McNeil's been excellent so far in the game. Looking to take on Louise here. Won't come inside, McNeil. Can he get a shot away? He can, it's deflected. But deflected into the arms of Martinez. To be fair, he's been excellent, Dwight.
Yeah, they've just got to give him the ball every time. He's playing full of confidence. He's like a danger every time he gets the ball. And especially with Digne on a yellow card, he just needs to get at him every time.
I don't think Martinez was ever intending to roll that out. Kick from Martinez again. I wasn't sure he wasn't outside of his area there. I've got to say that. I mean, you'd want to have it analysed, wouldn't you? That's not what VAR is there for, I suppose, but it does look like he's carrying it out at times. Here's Lennon. Back for Taylor. But they've just got to find something here. Zaha has scored from the spot for Palace against Watford. Here's Tarkowski, back inside for Pope, on in turn for Collins. 8 minutes of the half remain. Burnley right up against it here. Villa leading 2-0. Barnes can't reach that, it was behind him. They've had a poor record here in recent years, Villa, but look set to end that today. Here's Martinez, ball in his hands. Runs across his box. The referee has warned him, and I'm sure he's out of his area. He's kicking that out of his area for me. Certainly would want to look at it. He's actually gaining every yard he can, probably. Push here in the back of Weghorst. Looks to take it quickly, but the ball was moving. It's a new partnership, really, Weghorst and Barnes. Forced on them today. Here's Roberts. Barnes comes short, on for McNeil. McNeil to use Brownhill. Brownhill having to check back, carries it out of play, and that's a throw to Villa. Dean with it. It's a real shot in the arm at the minute for Leeds and Everton. Here's Dean with it. Picks up Buendia, bit of space for Cash, and he'll use it. He'll drive at the Burnley 18-yard box. Dummies the cross, checks his stride. Picks out Louise. Good ball from Louise. Watkins won't reach that, but Dean might keep it in play. No, he won't. And that'll be a goal kick. They've got that don't care sort of attitude, Villa, don't they? They can push on. Buendia's a bit further forward than wouldn't be normally. Yeah. It sort of suits them today, doesn't it?
I think it's just that they've got no pressure, not playing for anything, are they? And he's trying out the new formation, and they do look a bit freer. Buendia's on literally a free roll, going wherever he wants, isn't he, at the minute?
Yeah. McGinn looking to have a shot from distance. Right down Nick Pope's throat. Rolled out for Roberts, approaching the final 5 minutes of the half. Back again for Roberts. Looks to use Tarkowski. On in turn for Taylor. Barnes comes short. Taylor can't find him. Uses Brownhill. Back for Tarkowski. Roberts is free right-hand side. Tarkowski trying to just sort of orchestrate something. Here's Lennon, just turns. Nice ball here for Roberts to bring Roberts into it. And space here now for Roberts and McNeil. Barnes on a run, collects it, but Mings was in strong. He thought he was fouled. Linesman didn't agree. Here's Ings under pressure. Turns nicely. Uses Cash. 5 minutes to half-time. Burnley 0. Aston Villa 2. Chambers back for Konsa. On for Mings. Here's Cash. Horse once more. Burnley just pushing up on Cash a bit more. It's back to the keeper. Martinez looks to get a ball forward here, and he's found Watkins. A good ball from the keeper. Here's Louise again. Furthest forward I've seen him. Picks out Dean. Dean inside here for Ings. Ings looking to get a ball in for Louise. Brownhill to clear. Uses Roberts. Roberts looking long here. Hits it against Dean. And that'll be a Burnley throw. Difficult afternoon for Burnley now.
It's got a bit flat, hasn't it?
You just wanted a goal before half-time, ideally, didn't you, to get Burnley back in with a shout. Header won by Chambers. Fed course battling away. Looked like he was being fouled to me. Certainly the crowd in front of us. Horse won't take any chances here. He's been robbed by Vegas. Pulls him down. Nothing given. Whoa. And nicked out by McNeil. McNeil into the box. Can he finish it? It's it against the keeper. Barnes with him. It clearly looked a foul. He certainly looked like he dragged him down. Nothing's been given. It won't be checked on VAR.
What a chance.
It was a big chance, wasn't it? I mean, it looks a foul, that, doesn't it? Certainly Horse drags the man down, and then he's complacent. McNeil nicks it off him. Comes into the box. Goes for goal.
I think he's got to slide it on the other right, on the other post.
For Barnes, hasn't he? Foul here on Barnes. Big chance that, I think. Burnley, have had chances in the game. Probably it's fair to say Villa have scored from their 2 chances. Foul on Barnes. The free kick's very central.
He's been kicked a lot.
He has. He has. I mean, you feel disappointed that Weghorst wasn't given, and certainly would have been booked, I think. Courtney Horse. Taylor's going to leave this for Brownhill. Again, it's a high line, and Brownhill just dinks one in, trying to find Collins. Wins the header, headed on. Keeper under pressure, pushes it behind. Corner Burnley. Looked at 6s and 7s there, Villa. Somewhat. Once it was headed on, defender got in the way of it. Martinez didn't fancy that, then just tipped it over. Corner on that far side with Brownhill. Burnley need a goal here. Brownhill, both arms aloft.
Tinya's not even looking at the ball there.
Swings it in, trying to find Collins. Player down. Burnley not happy. It's gone back for Brownhill. Hooks it back inside again. Headed away. Will it fall here for Roberts on his left foot? Deflected again into the keeper's hands. Took the pace off it and deflected it towards Martinez.
They've done that well, Villa. They seem to get him in front of every shot and take all the pace out of it before he gets to Martinez.
Referee wants him to get on with it, but
he's not doing enough, though, is he?
He's not. No, I think he can book him and the ball's staged and drained. He's out of his area for me. Again, I think he kicked it out of his area. Taylor under pressure here, turns. It's the final minute, the 45. Interesting how much time's added on. If he sticks a 6 or 7 up there, there won't be time wasting quite the same in the second half. But my guess it'll be a minute or 2. Mings with a clearance on his right foot. Burnley throw. We'll wait on the 4th official. Craig Pawson. He's got his board ready. Maybe 30 seconds away from that yet. Taylor to hook it in right-footed. Weghorst battling away. Just get a touch on it. Barnes trying to hook it away. Roberts will win this on his chest. Got McNeil with him. Tried to find Weghorst. Easy one for the keeper. And they'll let that run out of play. Now, this is where I think the referee can take action. If they're kicking the ball around here and taking time, this should be taken inside 15, 20 seconds. Anything longer than that, the referee should be taking action.
It's a minimum 15 seconds every time in East.
It is. It's 2 additional minutes. I'm telling you now, that's nowhere near long enough for the time that Martinez has been wasting. If you stick 5 or 6 minutes up, it stops it. Gets the kick away. Watkins to win the header. He's jumped all over Collins, and he's in the book here, Watkins. Clattered into Collins. And that'll be a Burnley free kick. There'll be boos for the referee, I would imagine, at half-time, and boos for Martinez. Pat on the head from Collins. Buendia's causing problems in there. High line again, incredibly high line. It's probably 35, 40 yards. Ball will come in here from Pope. Burnley's last chance of the half, really. Mings to try and win the header. It's headed on and behind by Ings. Got in a bit of a mess there, Villa. Not for the first time. In the end, Ings did enough. Burnley corner. 2nd minute of added time. They've not played poorly here, Burnley. No. 2 cheap goals they've given away. Brownhill to deliver. Swings it in. Need a head on this. It is. Collins put over. And that, I think, will be the last action of the half. Martinez showing no interest in taking the goal kick. Haven't played badly, have they?
And they're winning a lot of aerial duels, especially from set pieces. Every header's a Burnley head. It's just that second ball and sort of gambling to see where it's going to go. But no, it's been a good half. So 2 bits of quality from Villa, and they've scored 2 goals.
Martinez with a goal kick, still hasn't taken it. This would be an opportunity for the referee. It's been over 20 seconds. Collins to win the header. And he's blown before the 2 minutes is up. Wow. Villa lead here 2-0. 2 softish goals to give away. Buendia found Ings through on goal, left foot finish. Ings scored for the 4th successive game against Burnley. On 31 minutes it was 2-0. Buendia converted Dean's cross. Got a deflection past Pope, but Burnley have had chances, and McNeil's been in the centre of so much. Weghorst was close when the ball was pulled back to him. Right foot shot wide. Weghorst was close again with a header from McNeil's cross. And then McNeil got away on 42 minutes. There seemed to be a foul on Weghorst by Horse. McNeil snuck up on him, took the ball away, ran into the box, but couldn't beat the Argentinian. Barnes was on hand to help. 2-0 at half-time. The boos, I think, are for the officials, George.
Yeah, but they've let him get away with it, so the anger's going to build up until he does.
Yeah, I've got to say, I think Martinez should be in the book now. Yeah. I think Mings should be in the book now for time wasting. And then we'd see a different aspect. They couldn't hang about on the ball.
Well, he wouldn't be able to get away with it, would he?
And then only to add 2 minutes on and not play the full 2 minutes.
Crazy.
Just seemed bonkers, didn't it? You know. That's Ashley Westwood, isn't he? Just making his way across the pitch.
Yeah, great to see him move up. He said this surgery went really well, and maybe 6 months and he'll be back.
Yeah, it was a difficult one to watch at West Ham. You know, it just fell
really
awkwardly.
well,
and I think the crowd have just realised, some of the crowd have just realised Westwood's making his way across. And I think Matty Vidra's there with him. George will just need a couple of minutes, I think, just with his daughter, just to describe that there. We've got Matty Vidra and Ashley Westwood making their way across. Westwood on crutches. Matty Vidra looks to be struggling a little bit as well. Just making their way across the pitch. But it is 2-0 Villa at half time. Just bear with me just a minute. That's your wire.
Yeah, well, that's everything then. You couldn't hear anyone.
Could you not? That's your wire.
Yeah, so that's you.
Look at the scores elsewhere for you. Not a great half for the Clarets. Didn't play poorly by any means. Villa probably scored with their 2 attempts on goal. Elsewhere it's Brentford 2, Southampton 0. 2 goals in a minute for Brentford. The goals here, Ings and Buendia. Burnley go to Tottenham next Sunday, a week tomorrow. So a little bit tough here for Burnley. It remains Chelsea 0, Wolves 0, Palace 1 up against Watford. Sheffield United and Luton qualified for the Championship playoffs earlier today. So they have joined Huddersfield Town and Nottingham Forest in those playoffs. Tottenham away then a week tomorrow. That's a noon kickoff. Aston Villa away a week on Thursday. That is an 8 o'clock kickoff. Incredible that we're playing Aston Villa home and away inside 12 days. First time that's happened in Burnley's history in the month of May. And then at home to Newcastle United on Sunday the 22nd, and that is scheduled for 4 o'clock. So got a lot to do here, Burnley. Burnley bench: Wayne Hennessy, Matt Lowton, Dale Stevens, Maxwell Cornet, Eric Peters, Phil Bardsley, Kevin Long, Bobby Thomas and Dara Costello. Just to explain, the boos you heard at half-time were boos, I think, for the officials. They certainly think Villa have been time wasting throughout that first half. They added on 2 minutes and didn't play the full 2, which seemed a little bit of a surprise. But there we are. Burnley have got to turn it around second half. They did here last season, you'll remember, came from behind twice to win 3-2. Certainly scored all 3 goals in the second half, Burnley, through Mee, McNeil and Woods. Burnley would have to do that again today to get anything from it. Just seeing replays now again. Ings was onside for the goal, got through and finished it clinically left-footed. And then Buendia's effort, Dean got away on the left-hand side and cut it back. Good finish from Buendia. Deflected, I think, past Pope. But Burnley, certainly enough chances. Certainly a couple for Weghorst. McNeil when he got away and ran into the box. But Burnley certainly up against it here. And you just got to wonder how Burnley are going to do that. They need an early goal in the second half, I would suggest. Villa look free and easy, nothing to play for. The win against Norwich virtually sealed their Premier League spot. And they've got a free hand here, and they've certainly taken advantage. Roberts was appealing for offside with that first goal, but Ings had timed his run pretty well. Ball got stuck in his feet, and he tucked it past Pope. Tomorrow, Everton are at Leicester. Leeds are at Arsenal. Both those games kick off at 2 o'clock. There are Burnley subs warming up, but no immediate indication that they're coming on. Burnley want the referee, I think, to get on with things a bit more. Certainly there was pressure on the referee as he went off from the crowd and from senior Burnley players. I think they were unhappy with the lack of additional time, and certainly pressure on Martinez when he's taking goal kicks. And there was a hint that he was carrying the ball out at those goal kicks, but that might not be the case. We'd need to have a look at that closely. Burnley up against it a touch. So far this season at home it's 5 wins, 6 draws, 6 defeats. A win today for Burnley would have brought some parity to those stats, but it doesn't look like it's going to be 6-6-6 as things stand, because Villa 2 to the good. Burnley's only defeat at home to a side in the bottom half of the division on the day was Arsenal, way back in September. Just a minute or two away, I think, from the teams coming back out. Matt Lowton just emerging for a warm-up. Don't see any indication that Burnley will change things at the start of the second half. By and large, Burnley played pretty well in that half, and it's just not gone for them. 2 poor goals maybe to give away, and that will be the centre of attention. I just wonder if Cornet can come on. There's no sign of Cornet warming up. I say, not played poorly, Burnley. And do you just throw Cornet on here? Because things happen when Cornet's on the pitch. I just wonder if you team him up and McNeil wide and see if you can create things and do something here in this second half. He's getting some joy, McNeil, down the right, but would you bring Cornet on, bring him down the right and play McNeil left and just see what happens from there? Still 45 minutes. Burnley want a little bit of support from the officials, so they want Villa to get on with it a little bit quicker, I would imagine. Certainly 4 or 5 decent chances for Burnley, but you worry that the opportunity today has gone. There's Maxwell Cornet. Eric Peters coming out as well. I just wonder if Cornet's 100%. Is he on there for 10-15 minutes at the end of the game? Only picked up training this week, got an injury at West Ham, played on with it, and he's just warming up. Nothing too strenuous at half time, I don't think, and we'll just get a look at see how strongly he's warming up. I don't think it's with the intention of coming on immediately, I really don't. All the subs are out there now, and we're just waiting for the teams to re-emerge. If you didn't catch us just at half-time, Ashley Westwood on the bench, on crutches. Great to see him here today. Matty Vidra there as well. We'll get news on that injury from Mike Jackson at the end of the game. Not a great half for Burnley, although they've played okay by everybody's really, I think, view. Just 2 softish goals conceded. All the subs out there now warming up. Hennessy, Lowton, Stevens, Cornet, Peters, Bardsley, Long, Thomas and Costello. Matti Vidra making his way across to the technical area with Johan Berg Gudmundsson. I would imagine Ashley Westwood will follow. A tentative kick from Johan. George, subs warming up. I don't think he's going to make any changes for the start of the second half, is he?
No, I think he'll be fairly pleased, won't he, with the performance?
Well, the general play, yes, I think so. Just the defending for the 2 goals, perhaps.
Yeah, obviously you got Cornet to come on and something different up front, isn't it?
Yeah, he has been injured, so you just wonder if it's going to be the last 20 minutes for Cornet. It would lift the crowd when he came on.
Yeah, I think we can get half an hour out of him.
You've got to take it, haven't you? You've got to take the gamble. Provided it's 2-0 at that stage or less, I think you take the gamble, don't you?
And would you keep the 2 up front, keep them on, and maybe take? Would
you fancy McNeil on the left today, or is he getting so much joy against Lucas?
So much joy, and with Digne on a yellow as well.
Yes,
just makes sense for him just to stay out there.
Yeah. I mean, it's a difficult day, isn't it? You can't be too critical because they've actually played pretty well.
I think the next goal was massive.
Of course it is.
Early goal, and it just lifts the whole crowd and completely changes the game.
Everybody buzzing here.
Yeah.
I mean, tough games for Everton and Leeds tomorrow. Everton at Leicester, Leeds at Arsenal. It's not inconceivable they could both lose tomorrow.
No, but
you've got to get something. I think you've got to try and find a way of getting something from today.
You look at it now.
Keep the run going.
Yeah, point would be a great result.
You take a point right now, wouldn't you? Just to keep that unbeaten run going.
Yep.
And take it to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium next Sunday. I mean, Spurs are a good side, but they've fighting for 4th. If they were to lose to Liverpool today, lose at Arsenal in midweek, maybe the top 4 would be out of the question.
I was going to say that, If they lose the next 2, Arsenal pretty much guaranteed full, so you don't know what sort of Tottenham team will turn up, which just plays into Burnley's hands.
I mean, the crowd have been great, haven't they?
Oh,
they've stayed right behind them.
Yeah.
I think their animosity at half-time was aimed at the officials.
And I think Martinez is sort of playing into the fans'
He is a little bit. Yeah, he is a little bit.
Giving the fans that bit of grit and to get behind the team, because he's really taking the mick at the minute. How long he's taking.
He's booked Dean and Watkins. Could have easily booked two or three more, couldn't he? For time wasting.
Mings was doing time wasting.
Yeah. Almost ambling around with the ball in the 18-yard box, not prepared to take the goal kick. It seemed a strange one. Maybe we'll see a different sort of attitude from the referee second half. He'll want to see things move a little bit quicker. I don't think Burnley are making any changes at the end of 45. 6 years ago today was Charlton away, wasn't it?
Yeah,
wow. 6 years to the day.
What a day.
What a day, wasn't it? Brilliant. 23 unbeaten.
Yeah.
I was never in any doubt that Burnley were going to win that day.
No, I think we had that confidence. I think every game for about 5 or 6 left was a lot of pressure, but the boys coped with it really well, and it was really enjoyable. Like one of the most really enjoyable games I've ever had. Really lovely day of sunshine, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Full away end.
The pressure off us to an extent because we were promoted.
Yeah, but we were desperate, wanted a title, so there was that pressure. And I don't think we played very well first half, but sort of turned it on in the second half and got a really comfortable win in the end.
Yes, it was, and had to lift the inflatable trophy rather than the real thing. We had to wait for the town hall.
And you see, like Wigan and that last week, lifting the trophy, how great it was to do that on the pitch away at Shrewsbury, and then we never got to do that. Yeah,
I think they were worried about protests from Charlton, and to be fair, I think to their fans, they were never going to stop our day.
No. I think that was the tennis. They threw a lot of tennis balls on that day as well, didn't they?
Yes, Charlton. That's right. And they were worried it was going to be stopped. We were told that we could have to go back on the Monday to finish the game if it was stopped. Yeah.
Well, I went to the Oldham Salford game recently, and they were there. They protested, and I mean there was 9 minutes left, and everyone had to leave, and they played the last 9 minutes
behind closed doors. Crowd, there's always that threat, I guess. Now then, 2 up here. Villa. Goals from Ings and Buendia, playing with a freedom Villa, knowing they're probably safe. Let's just see what happens here. It is Lennon left-hand side, McNeil right-hand side. And Burnley will get us underway. Need a sensational second half here from Burnley.
Referee ready to blow. But they've got to keep their cool as well. They'll be disappointed with how the game's been handled. No changes then for Burnley. Ball immediately hooked forward. Horse will get it back to his keeper. Immediate boos for the former Arsenal keeper. He seemed to be out on loan every other month, Martinez. Hardly got a chance at Arsenal. It's been fantastic for Aston Villa. Here's Roberts, finds Weghorst, collects the ball, waiting for support. Can't win the throw. 2 on him. And he's tripped his man. That'll be a free kick for Villa, which will annoy the home fans a little bit. So Burnley Pope in goal. Roberts, Collins, Tarkowski. There's a problem here, isn't there? For Tarkowski. Just down. Just feeling, looks like his calf, is it? Oh, Burnley would be in trouble.
Oh, he's good. Looks like he's coming off.
Taylor at left back.
It looks like Kevin Long coming on.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to work on his left leg, aren't they? And I think Kevin Long is coming on here. McNeil, Court, Brown and Lennon in midfield.
Looks like.
Does feel like it, doesn't it? Just as we've come out for the start of the second half. And Kevin Long is warming up. And I think
it's a big blow, that.
James Tarkowski makes way here. You just hope it's a niggle, it's not a pull.
Yeah.
Well, that could be his last appearance for Burnley, couldn't it?
I mean, for him to go down so soon after the restart, it's obviously felt something.
Kevin Long comes on. I think Barnes has taken the armband. Shaker there from Tarkowski, just didn't think he could continue. I don't think Ben Mee's too far away. Mings to take it. Gone wrong for Burnley today, I'm afraid. Louise to win the header. It's tough for Kevin Long to come on here. Chase for Weghorst. Martinez out to win it. Just chips a ball left-hand side, rather cheekily, as Weghorst was closing him down. So it's Collins right-hand side, Long left-hand side. It's a bit of a makeshift back line. Roberts has won this. Roberts to get it forward, cut out by Louise. Next goal in this game, as George said, absolutely crucial. Here's Cash. Cash to get a ball in. Buendia to try and take it down. Hooked on. Here's Watkins in the box. Watkins looking to have a shot. Wide of the target. He thinks he's got a deflection. He has got the corner. First of the second half. Goes the way of Villa. Defender must have gone in the way of this.
A little close.
Must have been off the boot of the defender. Can't see it from that angle. So disappointing news. Tarkowski's made way. I think Barnes has taken the armband. Tarkowski straight down the tunnel. Looks really disappointed. Good round of applause as he makes his way across. Looks to
He'll be so frustrated. He wants to help the team, and let's just hope it's
a niggle.
A slight one.
Yeah. Dean with the corner. It's headed on and over from Buendia. Burnley goal kick. Nick Pope will get on with this quickly. Some ironic boos, I think, from the Villa fans for Nick Pope. And he'll kick this right-footed. Goals from Ings and Buendia separate the two sides. What's been a difficult day for Burnley. Pope looking for Barnes through the middle, just flick it on for Weghorst. Weghorst on in turn, can't find Lennon. Taylor across, can't win it. Looking early here for Ings. Pope on the volley, skies his clearance, but it gives Burnley time. Taylor to hook it on, finds Court. Court looking down that left wing, and that'll run out of play for a throw.
I think the corner sub's got to be happening soon. Lennon's not really been able to get in the game, has he?
I think you look with the view of playing Cornet.
Yeah, coming in for
probably left-hand side, I think. Maybe switch McNeil, I don't know. You'd have to have a think about that. Here's Buendia. Good feet from him. Barnes being held off by Chambers. Good clearance from Horse. Touch on from Watkins. Collins left foot and away. Next one. Cash. Here's McNeil, nicely on for Weghorst. Weghorst holding his man off, being pulled back. Referee happy to play on. Not sure there's really great advantage there. Roberts could keep it in, has done. Hooked away by Mings. I always think you'd prefer the free kick there, though.
Yeah.
Here's Collins driving forward, helps it on. Collins running to his man. Bit of space here for Roberts, looking to pick out Barnes. Here's Lennon. Lennon hooks it goalwards, but wide of the target. I think there's been a collision off the ball. But Aston Villa are unhappy about Danny Ings on the deck. Just taking a bang to the face. Just ran into each other, didn't they? Ings has just taken a bang to the face. You're certainly looking for the officials to add on more time in this second half. Villa are the party poopers, and it's going to be difficult for Burnley from here. That unbeaten run really helped them. Tarkowski's gone off injured. He's gone straight down the tunnel for treatment. He'll have an eye perhaps on the last two games. Maybe couldn't make Tottenham, but he'll have an eye on the last two. I do think Ben Mee's not too far away, so that'll be interesting. Brownhill can't win that, Court can't win it. Chambers on for Buendia. This is where they're dangerous with the game opening up. Buendia's hooked it wide for Dean. Dean driving forward, he's got the overlap here with McGinn. McGinn into the middle, Watkins wins it and scores. It's 3-0.
Too easy.
52 minutes. Ollie Watkins into double figures for the season. Cross into the middle, diving header from Watkins. Burnley 0, Aston Villa 3. The game could be away from the Clarets here.
You said it there, they look really dangerous on the counter-attack, don't they? It's 2v1 out wide, a fantastic ball in. Was it McGinn?
Yeah.
It's a free header in the 6-yard box. He's never going to miss that.
Now, do Burnley make a change now?
I think we have to, yeah.
A difficult afternoon for Burnley. That front three have caused Burnley problems. Haven't created a hatful of chances, but the ones they have created have been quality.
It's a fantastic
It's a great cross, isn't it? You know, it's just right on the edge of the 6-yard box. Watkins has made good ground to it. Flying header, no chance for Nick Pope from close range. And Burnley up against it here. Villa have done Leeds and Everton a massive favour today. And it's tough for Burnley from here. Barnes wide for McNeil. Chambers to collect this, looking over the top. It's going to be left for Nick Pope. Pope for Taylor. Burnley's back line now. Roberts, Collins, Long and Taylor. Here's Weghorst. Weghorst battling with Chambers. Has won it Lennon. Good touch back looking for Weghorst, but Cash was onto it. Villa certainly taking their chance as well. Here's McGinn again. Louise right up with the attack. Good turn from Ings. He's recovered from that knock. Done well with it. Here's Buendia.
They're full of confidence.
They are. It suits them to the ground, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, they're able to push on, play with a bit of freedom, give Buendia the ball, let him dance around. Interestingly, they left Coutinho out and they've put in a performance. Still not sure whether they'll go for him in the summer, long term. Here's Buendia. Just trying to hold off Barnes. 10 on 10. Little chance of a comeback from here, you would imagine, but there have been instances in the Premier League. Here's Cash. Running at Taylor now, goes on the outside really well. Matty Cash. It's a save from Pope. Just looking for the corner.
You don't want it going fours now, though. You want to keep it safe at the back. You do not want a 4 or 5.
You don't want a silly goal difference, do you, from here?
And for confidence as well. After all the hard work the last few weeks, you don't want it back to square one.
Evaporated. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you can ride these one-offs.
Yeah, and usually it is a one-off, isn't it? They're very far between these big, heavy defeats.
Dean with the corner. It's gone quiet at Turf Moor. One arm aloft. He'll deliver, left foot in swinger. Delivery in there. Barnes has got a touch. It's cleared in the end by Long. McNeil trying to chase it. Ball forward here, left-hand side. Here's Mings, gets a cross in immediately. Long with a good header away. Need to win the next one. Buendia looked to jump into court there, but he's got the ball. Buendia helps it on here for McGinn. Cash on the overlap. Danger now. Ings coming at the far post. It's blocked well by Roberts. Corner Villa. They're on top now.
Yeah, this is a difficult spell. They're all enjoying it. McGinn, Buendia, they get on the ball. Just so much freedom, confidence, aren't they?
Absolutely.
And when you give these sort of players space, like McGinn there, he's able to pick out a pass, and it was a good block in the end.
Important now. Burnley -18, Everton -20 goal difference. Don't want that evaporated in one day. Corner on that far side. Swung in, good delivery. Pope can't get there, he's got a touch on it, which was enough. Weghorst on the chase, collects it. Hooks it inside for McNeil. McNeil, heavy touch. McGinn slipped. Chambers has blocked the clearance. McNeil's fighting to win the ball again. Here's Horst, under pressure from Weghorst. Horst goes down somewhat dramatically, picks himself up, not got the decision. You do wonder if he's gone down in that manner, should he be cautioned for simulation? Certainly the linesman didn't think it was a foul. It will be a Villa throw. Cash with it. Conser, sorry, I beg your pardon. Conser. What did I say? Sorry.
House.
Sorry, it's Conser. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Yeah.
He's looked strong today, hasn't he?
He does, yeah, Conser. Yeah, he's a good player. Former Brentford player. Here's Buendia. Back flick, looking for Cash. Cut out well by Lennon. Here's Brownhill. Trying to win the ball, he's Barnes. Battling away. Weghorst with him. Good skill from Weghorst. Touch back for Lennon. Lennon just caught by Chambers. That'll be a free kick. He's pulled him back, hasn't he? Yeah. Maybe he's not running towards goal. It maybe just helped the former Arsenal man. So Burnley now line up like this. Pope in goal. Roberts, Collins, Long, Taylor at the back. McNeil caught. Brownhill, Lennon. Barnes, Weghorst up top.
I mean, you do wonder if Cornet's not 100%. Is it worth risking in this?
Just save him for another day. Here's Taylor. Did train in the week, but I think it was only this week. Along with the clearance here, left-footed and out. Villa look like this at the minute. Martinez, Conser, Mings at centre-back, Cash, Dean at full-back. Midfield, Chambers, Louise, McGinn, Buendia. Buendia playing behind Watkins and Ings. Crowd trying to get behind the team. Chelsea lead against Wolves. Thanks, George. Chelsea 1, Wolves 0. And that's a takeover overnight of Chelsea. Collins will get this away. Certainly Burnley missing Tarkowski at the back, and that'll be a major worry going forward as he played his last game for Burnley. Here's Ings. Thorn in Burnley's side since he's left, and McNeil's won it back. That's gone out.
Does Ben get rushed back a little bit sooner now, do you reckon? Or
do what that, sorry?
Ben, does he come back a bit sooner than expected with
the message on Thursday from Mike Jackson was he was back training.
Yeah.
But he's had an airline fracture of his leg, which does take a while.
Yeah.
But you would think if he's fit, he plays.
Yeah, definitely.
It's back with Collins. On for Long. Worrying moments for Burnley. Roberts, Villa leading 3-0. Looking down the line for McNeil. Didn't seem to affect confidence first half, to be fair. You worry about the confidence now,
yeah,
don't
just
you?
see it got a bit flat, hasn't it?
It has gone a bit flat, yeah. It has gone a little bit flat.
So it works both ways. The fans need something to
get them
going. It's not ready to start second half.
No. The early goal in the second half obviously has benefited them, hasn't it? Burnley don't want to ship a lot of goals today. Goal difference could play a part. It really could. It's going to be a Villa throw on that far side. Throw with Dean on that left-hand side. Picks out McGinn. Free kick, Villa. He's done well here, Stephen Gerrard. I think he's picked a team for the occasion and he's got it right, hasn't he? Buendia behind Ings and Watkins has worked.
Yeah, and I think that Gio, he's not, well, the standards he set his whole career, he's not been happy with the way they've played.
No, he said that so much Friday.
And he doesn't want this season just filtering out, so fair play to the players, because
they've reacted to that, haven't they?
Yeah.
Here's Chambers. Free transfer signing for Arsenal for them. Helped on towards Watkins. Long wins the header. Burnley battling away. Cork helps it on. Finds Weghorst. Looking to link with Barnes. Will it break here for Cork? Got a touch on it. Burnley need to win this through Taylor. Referee's brought it back. Burnley free kick. Hour mark gone. Buendia just didn't look intent in giving the ball back there. Here's McNeil. Inside for Collins. Collins looking to bring them forward. Brownhill. This is hooked towards Long. Watkins in pursuit. Long uses Taylor. Nothing down the left wing. Lennon's come short inside. Back again for Long. Tottenham away. Villa away. Newcastle home. Burnley going to have to hope they can get enough from those three fixtures if they don't come back in this game to stay in the Premier League. Here's Roberts. Barnes collects it down that right wing. McNeil had run ahead of him. Back again with Barnes. He's looking for Weghorst. Found Weghorst. Clever ball. Weghorst can't keep possession though. He's caught his man. He's caught Chambers. Referee happy enough with it. Turn here's from Barnes. Opting on looking for Weghorst. Clearance from Concert. It's gone wide here for Taylor. Taylor looking to get a cross in. Decent ball. Looking for Weghorst in there. It's headed away. Player stayed down. Is it an injury? I think he's going to have to stop it.
Looks like a head.
Looks like Mings, is it? Head injury. It feels uncomfortable. I mean, Burnley going to have to hope Leeds and Everton don't win tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean Leeds, you think Arsenal obviously going to Champions League, they're going to be well up for it. Leicester, you just don't know, do you?
No, you don't.
Out of Europe now, so...
No, good side on the day, but particularly inconsistent.
But they haven't got the Europa the conference now, so they should be putting out... They've not been putting out a good team, or their full strength
full strength side. So it's a good point, George.
I'd like to think tomorrow they've got a full team out. Everton's away form's very poor, so...
Yeah. Mings back to his feet. I think he fell awkwardly, to be fair. I don't think the crowd have seen the footage we've seen.
Well, you just don't know how much the result last week for Everton's, how much confidence they've got.
I've got to say, I didn't think they played particularly well.
I think the atmosphere alone got them that win.
I'm struggling to understand how Richarlison's not got a ban. Firstly for the challenge against Henderson, and then for picking the flare up. But that's left to other people. Here's Cash. Burnley weren't ready there. That is just so poor from the referee. Burnley taking a drink on board whilst there was treatment for Mings, and he just allowed Villa to start. That was incredible from David Coote.
He's let him get away with so much today.
That was incredible, wasn't it? They came running back on, arms extended, as much as say, look, we weren't ready. Here's Cork for Lennon. Lennon on in turn for Weghorst. Here's Brownhill. Wide for Roberts. Is there movement on the Burnley bench? I think there is.
Corner, looks like.
That shock at the start of the second half when Burnley lost Tarkowski. Dean's nicked it off McNeil. To McNeil's credit, he's getting back at it. And Burnley have won the ball back through McNeil. That's great endeavour from him. It's wide here for Taylor. Taylor to bring it forward. Burnley have had a bit of an injury crisis, and Tarkowski's been added to that. Here's Collins. Uses Long. Collins once more. It'll go wide for Roberts. 19 minutes gone in the second half. We're about to see Maxwell Cornet. We talked about 20 minutes, getting 20-25 minutes out of him. That's what they're looking to do here.
For Lennon, do you reckon?
I would think so. I would think so. Chambers to hook that on. Cork trying to block. Louise nicked it here. Lennon might be his last action. Nearly broke for him. Concert to tidy up. Here's Mings. Mings back for Martinez. Tries have come on Burnley. They've got themselves in a position after those successive wins. It's not over, but a defeat today makes it difficult. Taylor for Barnes, back inside for Cork. Cork looking wide here for Roberts. Roberts checks his stride but collects it comfortably. Cornet ready to come on. Here's Collins. Does he go up top though? Would you just, you know, you saw the Brentford game with this, he was dynamite.
Yeah.
Be interesting where he goes. Here's Cork. Cork looking to spread it for McNeil. McNeil's had a good game. Collects that. Driving forward now, McNeil. Running at Dean. Looking to take him on. But too much on it, and that's gone behind for a goal kick. Here's Cornet.
You want him doing that, Dwight.
Yeah. If it doesn't come off sometimes, don't worry about it.
Positive.
It is Lennon to make way. Cornet on.
Should be a manager.
Yeah, well, you can still be playing, George, I think.
Do you reckon on the left, Cornet?
Looks that way, doesn't it, initially? I think he was just waiting for confirmation of the instructions, and he has gone left-hand side. So it will be positive from Burnley. Look to run at Cash.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see. Cash not really had a one-on-one situation.
No, he hasn't. No, I mean, you want him to get through the game, don't you? He has to get through the game, Cornet. Burnley's injury worries are starting to mount up again. Battling away to win it with McGinn. McGinn's a super player. Here's Conser, centre circle. Chambers is just sat in front of that back four and done well. McGinn again forward. Dean's gone forward well there. Down that left-hand side. McNeil to collect it. Needs a bit of support. Hooked inside nicely for Cork. Cornet started his run. Can't find him. The ball was behind him. Started his run to try and get beyond Cash. Cash has collected this now. Able to pick out Ings. Ings with Dean running wide of him. Crossing to the middle's decent. Watkins won the header, but a comfortable take. Was behind him a little bit. Tried to stop him, Watkins. He's on a card. He's got to be careful. Cornet goes past his man there. Conser's done well to get back at him. Cornet's tripped him. Didn't look a great deal in it. It's frustrated the crowd in front of us. I just wonder if Watkins was a little fortunate there. Just seemed to block the keeper who was just trying to release it.
Looks like he's got cramp now as well.
He has. Chambers took him off. And it'll be Coutinho, I think, to come on here. Oh no, it's I beg your pardon. Two changes, isn't it? Carney, Chuck Mamika's coming on. Yeah. Youngster that was at Northampton. So that's the change for Chambers, a more positive move really. He plays further forward. Don't think they're ready with that other change yet. It's a chance for him. His brother's also at the club. Austrian born, can play for either England, Nigeria or Austria. Martinez taking his time with a kick, which has infuriated the Burnley crowd throughout the game. But they've been clinical when they've had the chances, Villa. They have been clinical. Here's Conser looking all the way back to Martinez. So Cornet's left-hand side now, McNeil right-hand side. Brownhill's caught Buendia here, and Brownhill's going in the book. You could hear Buendia's cry from here. Brownhill in the book. Did catch him. I don't think the crowd are impressed with his reaction.
I mean, you could hear the scream up here, couldn't you?
It's caught him. It's a foul. Yeah. Possibly a booking, possibly not. But I don't think that helps the referee's job. He's got straight back up, doesn't need treatment. Just don't think that helps the referee when he's judging those incidents. Just over 20 minutes remain. Villa look like they put the cat amongst the pigeons in the relegation zone. Dean to get a cross in. It's blocked well by Roberts. The flag was up anyway, so it'll be a Burnley free kick. Eric Peters just warming up. We'll get news on Vidra at the end of the game. He's here today and on the bench, as is Westwood. You were telling us you've been in contact with Westwood, have you? And you've heard the news is good. The operation's gone well.
Yeah, he said it was really well. The surgeon was brilliant, and I think just the recovery starts now. He's 6 months, he'll be back. But it's important for him to get the surgery done now. So when they're back for pre-season, he's in the ranks and he's starting his rehab.
Yeah, and knowing Ashley Westwood, he'll work harder than anybody else to get back. Burnley throw on that far side. 20 minutes remain. Villa leading here by 3-0. Mings just caught Barnes off the ball there, I think. Apologise if you've picked up any language there. Barnes is not happy. He thinks he's been caught off the ball. He's having a word with Mings, but no more than that. David Coote ready to take it. Throw into the middle. Taking it down nicely, Weghorst needs a bit of support here. They've kept it in play, Villa. McNeil's gone down, fallen awkwardly under that challenge. Ings with the touch back. Chuck Mika's just run into trouble. Here's Barnes. McNeil back on his feet, thankfully. Cornet's available left-hand side now against Cash. Good footwork from Cornet. Uses Taylor. Taylor trying to get the better of McGinn, and he's caught him. That'll be a free kick. Frustration again for the Burnley fans. You're just going to have to hope this is a blip. Yeah. And Burnley can find the form again in the last 3.
Yeah, 100%. They can't lose the confidence because the amount of good work that happened the last few weeks. It's just hope it's a one-off game and back to the drawing board Monday.
Created some good chances first half, haven't they? And that's got to be the plus. Change here for Burnley. It's going to be Eric Peters here. Barnes makes way.
Sometimes at this level, it's just 3 bits of quality, isn't it? That's what happens.
Yeah. Good finishing, hasn't it? So I think Cornet's going up top here, isn't he? I would think. Yeah. There's instructions from Eric Peters.
Peters on the left.
Peters going left-hand side. Good to see him back fit. And just let them have a look at Cornet up front alongside Weghorst, I think. Jack Cork's taking the armband. Flick on here from Watkins. Touch from Weghorst. Peters to open on for Cornet. COMMS has done well. Cash with the clearance away. I mean, it's a rare result for Villa at Turf Moor. Just 1 win in the last 26 league games here. They could make it 2 in 27. That run stretches all the way back to before the Second World War. Another change here for Villa. They're managing it well. I think Stephen Gerrard's done Everton a favour here, George, hasn't he, today?
He wouldn't have wanted to.
I'm not quite sure if they're ready to make the change or not. I don't think it really helps the perception of the game. Chuck Wamika's fouled by Peters. Just 18, the youngster.
Young boy, doesn't he?
He is, yeah. I saw the under-23s game when Deer's taken that far too quickly, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's booked there by the referee. There's nowhere near there, and they're ready to make a change. So, I mean, it's just cheeky from the Argentinian, but he could easily go in the book there, couldn't he? Could easily go in the book for that. But David Coote's just insisting the subs coming on, and it's Ings that makes way.
Oh, that's a shame.
I think he's okay, he's jogged off. Free kick will be taken. Looks like Ashley Young's come on. Free kick here is good 35 yards from goal. Louise with it. Scuffed at a touch, went through bodies. Burnley should clear. Here's Cork. We'll look for corner here. It's a good block though from Chuck Wamika, just to prevent Burnley getting it forward quickly. Be Taylor with the throw, approaching the final 15 minutes here. It's gone back to Kevin Long, squares it for Collins. On for Roberts. Villa leading 3-0. It's dented Burnley's survival hopes. But still 3 games to go after today.
I mean, the positive, you've got minutes in Peters and Cornet in the running as well. You've got to get some minutes in their legs.
Yeah, you'll hear about Tarkowski. Let's hope that's not too serious. He did walk off. Didn't look in any undue uncomfort, but they nicked the ball here. Shot away. It was well blocked by Collins. Chukwuemeka trying to get the shot away. It'll be a corner to Villa, their 5th of the game. Difficult one for the Clarets. They've been so good recently. Chelsea 2 up now against Wolves. Brentford remain 2 up against Southampton. Corner on that far side. Plenty in the middle. Mings has come up. Conser's in there. Swung in. Pope's easy to take. Watkins again trying to block him.
He's on a booking as well.
Yeah, he is. I mean, some referees don't take kindly to that. Here's Taylor. Looking to spread it for McNeil. It's a good ball, by the way. Here's McNeil. Comes inside one. Big player for Burnley in the remainder of the season, I think, Dwight McNeil. Here's Collins. Picks out Peters. Peters on for Cornet. Cornet's got Taylor on the overlap. Taylor will get there. Looks for the early cross. Got a deflection, which probably helped Aston Villa. And Cash can clear his lines now. Ashley Young's gone into a midfield position. Was close to coming to Burnley in the summer. It's back with Conser. Again Conser. Inside for Louise. Villa enjoying themselves now. Sometimes in these end of season fixtures you get a release. The save from that win last week against Norwich, and they've looked a decent side going forward, to be fair. Back with Martinez.
It's easy when there's no pressure on.
It is, yeah. It does help you a little bit at times, doesn't it? 37 consecutive league fixtures against Villa here, and Burnley have scored. They've got 13 minutes to keep that run going. Here's Luca Dean just making progress on that left-hand side. It's back inside for Buendia. When he plays, he's a good player. On for Chukwuemeka, and he's helped it on for Cash. Cash on in turn for McGinn. McGinn coming inside. Might fancy a shot. Easy one for Pope. Collects it comfortably. Very comfortably. Poor kick. Finds Mings. Looking to get rid of it quickly. Didn't really help Burnley. It's been a disappointing second half. Not been able to find the levels, Burnley. Not a lot wrong first half. Villa took 2 chances.
Nah, disappointing. Not really tested Martinez second half, have they?
No. There's been a dip in confidence, I think. Kamara's been sent off for Watford. Crystal Palace still lead by a goal to 0. Norwich and Watford are down by the look of it. Here's Court battling away. Might fall for Cornet. Douglas Luiz wins it. Here's Young for Cash. 3 to the good Villa. Chukwuemeka's helping himself. Just gets it back. The former Northampton youngster. Helped on that left-hand side for Dean. Dean up against Roberts. Uses Buendia. Just tucked inside for Young. Played in the World Cup in 2018, Ashley Young. Collins with a clearance away. Next header won by Burnley. By Cork, who's worked hard. But it will be a Villa throw. Gerrard to retrieve.
It's not bad when you can bring Coutinho on, is it?
No. No. It's Buendia that makes way. Straight swap, Coutinho for Buendia. And they've certainly dented Burnley's survival hopes here. A real shock to the system for the Clarets. Villa fans have found their voice. By and large, the Burnley crowd have stayed on. They realise how well the lads have done in the recent weeks.
Yeah.
Mings forward, it's a real chase here. Collins trying to get there. I thought Watkins was pulling him back there.
Oh.
Long comes across. In the end, the free kick is given. Here's Long. Burnley have got that extra day before Sunday. Can Ben Mee play next week? Can Tarkowski recover? They're big questions for Burnley. Brownhill's just caught his man there. It's Brownhill on his man. It'll be a free kick.
And is it Villa Liverpool this Wednesday? Is it? Have they got a midweek game?
Sorry, who?
Villa. Have they got midweek game? I'm sure.
Yes,
Liverpool
against Villa. Yeah, Liverpool against Villa. Yeah. Burnley play a week tomorrow. It could cause Liverpool some trouble.
Yeah, they're a good team.
They look a good side going forward. Of course, they beat Liverpool 7-2 in that fixture last season. Here's Dean again. Just to collect it again. Here's Coutinho. He'll enjoy this now, the Brazilian. A cameo
Perfect
appearance.
Game for him, isn't it?
It is. Here's Ashley Young. Hooks it wide for Cash. Burnley don't really want to concede again here. Here's Veghorst just to collect it. Got the ball, I think, from Douglas Luiz. On here for McNeil. McNeil, good footwork. Hooks it wide for Taylor. Good from McNeil. Applauded by the crowd. Here's Taylor. On for Peters. Interesting, Peters has come on in front of Taylor. Did a lot of that in Project Restart.
Did really well there as well.
He did really well. Here's Roberts. Ball inside for Cornet. Just come to meet him. Cornet trying to ride the challenge. It will be a Villa throw. It's gone against Cornet. Final 9 minutes. Got to just pick themselves up, George, from this, haven't they? And, you know, go to Tottenham. Brighton won at Tottenham. You never know.
I think it's good they got a whole week now to train. Not had that for a few weeks, have they? Where they could get a good week's training in, get some bodies back. As you say, you just hope Tarky's all right.
Veghorst couldn't play a part there. Cornet's pass found Veghorst in an offside.
I think if he's pulled his hamstring, it'd be minimum 2 weeks.
Didn't look like it. I mean, you know better than me. You know better than me. The way he walked off.
Maybe a twinge, but hopefully he'll have a scan and everything will be all right.
Yeah. Martinez can probably take as long as he wants with the goal kick now. The referee tells him to get on with it. And he'll kick this long. One or two fans making their way off now. They have stayed behind the team on a difficult afternoon. Kevin Long wins a good header. Above Chukwuemeka. Here's Dean. Blocked from Roberts, but he'll break here for McGinn. Gets it back off Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz has gone in that holding position where Chambers was. Here's Dean, good signing for them. Not sure why he left Everton.
That's a terrible transfer.
It did look to be, didn't it? Here's Coutinho. I mean, you'd argue Villa shouldn't have been on 40 points. They should have been higher than that in the division.
Yeah.
And they've been clinical this afternoon. Burnley have to go to Villa Park. It's two tough away fixtures now, Tottenham and Aston Villa. They've got to get something from those games and hope they're still in the hunt on the last day here against Newcastle. Here's Cash. Taylor trying to push right up on him. Chukwuemeka just to help it on for Dean. Back again with the Frenchman. Chukwuemeka's enjoying his little foray. Peters puts in a challenge there on Cash, and that will be a Burnley throw. 6.5 minutes remain. Burnley 0, Aston Villa 3. Just not happening for Burnley today. Got to regroup. Wolves have pulled one back. Trincao with the goal. Chelsea 2, Wolves 1. Here's Collins. Uses Roberts. That's the Villa fans you can hear now. Here's Taylor. Uses Brownhill. Looks to spread it for Roberts. Welsh International takes it down well. Here's Cork. Cork forward for Veghorst. Peters trying to run beyond him. Veghorst is fouled by Concert. Can't believe it, the former Brentford player. Then they've got a free kick. 3-0 it is. It's a chance here for Burnley to get on the score sheet. Not really made any impression second half. That'll be a worry.
Yeah, not created anything really second half.
No, plenty in the first.
Yep.
You know, another day, you know, you come in level or ahead on that sort of evidence. We look at the header
from Weghorst, it's just so close, and then they got the other end and get the second.
Cornet's decided he can't shoot from there. Brownhill took it in. Header won by Weghorst, but over, and that'll be a goal kick. One or two of the crowd leaving. You can sort of understand that. They've stayed behind the team.
Yeah.
5 minutes remain. It's just got a bit tougher for Burnley. There's no doubt about it. Just got a little bit tougher for the Clarets. Martinez will end up kicking this long.
Eventually.
Eventually, yeah. I mean, I don't think that rule's helped, has it, where defenders can stand in the 18-yard box. Certainly not in this country, I don't think. Here's Mings. Touch it back for Martinez. On for Conser. Here's Cash under pressure from Peters. Done well there, Peters. Didn't think there was a foul. It's going to be a Burnley throw. Cash not happy. Left for Taylor. Final 4 minutes. Burnley have got to regroup. Go again. It's on for Brownhill, trying to get a ball in left foot. It has done, headed away by Mings. Cash with the next one. Might just break here for Peters, just as he was about to hook the ball in. Chukwuemeka won it, and Peters has fouled him. That'll be a free kick for Villa.
Really slowed the pace down now, but
they have, yeah. They're a clever side, aren't they? You know, they've got good players. Sent a lot of young players out on loan. Here's Young driving forward. Helps it on for Watkins. Collins across. Watkins tries to get the better of him. Collins has done well. Looking to clear his lines under pressure. And it will be a Burnley throw. But left for Roberts, I think. Burnley know the game has gone. There's got to be an element of just making sure the goal difference doesn't get silly. Weghorst battling away, can't keep possession, caught to try and win it.
Still looks really sharp, Ashley.
He does, yeah. I mean, he was at Inter Milan, was he, last year? Won the title there, played a big part in that. Was close to coming to Burnley in the summer, but obviously Villa came in. Villa have got some great youngsters.
He's class, this boy.
Chukwuemeka's just running at Burnley there, and in the end it's cleared, and it'll be a Villa throw. Cameron Archer's done well at Preston.
Yeah. There's
one or two others that have done really well.
They got the young boys, Swindon, Barry.
That's right, yeah, Louis Barry. Yeah, Philogene Bidace. He's been out on loan at Stoke. He's a good player. Yeah. So they've got one or two. Whether they're good enough for the Premier League, time will tell. Nice little turn here from Watkins, looking to help it on. That'll be Nick Pope's. Pope collects it. Final 2 minutes. Mike Jackson will speak to the press. We'll hear about Matti Vidra's injury. He's not in the squad today. We'll hear about James Tarkowski, who's gone off in this game. Plenty to find out about. Jay Rodriguez didn't make it. But we've just got to hope they can get a few of those back. And Ben Mee as well, perhaps, for the game at Spurs next Sunday. It's with Roberts. 90 seconds of the 90 remain. Burnley 0, Aston Villa 3. A rare league win for Villa at Turf Moor. Brownhill to try and win it. Burnley do win it back through Roberts. Edge of the box. Back again with Dean. Mings just to put his foot through it to find Watkins. Watkins wins the header. Corker win the next ball. Hooks it forward. Mings on his chest. Burnley haven't troubled Martinez this second half. Plenty of chances first, but very little second half. And Villa are going to be comfortable winners here. Cash to try and help that on. Peters has done well. Might break here for Brownhill. Back to his keeper. Clearances from Pope. Header won by Douglas Luiz, and it'll break here for Mings. Just puts his foot through it. Looking down that left-hand side for Coutinho. It's come off Coutinho, I thought. Dean tried to keep it in. Burnley throw. Final minute of the 90. Burnley 0, Aston Villa 3. Burnley's first defeat since they lost at Norwich. It will only be one defeat in 5, but
I don't think anyone saw this coming.
Not really, no. I mean, it was a strange first half in a way, in so much as that Burnley probably had more chances, but Villa were clinical, weren't they? They're a good side, there's no doubt in that. It's here with Mings. 3 additional minutes. Cornet looks okay, looks fit, doesn't he, George? That's a plus, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Peters back from that knee injury. That was way back in February, I think, at Palace. Burnley will pick the loose ball up with McNeil. There was a slip at the back. Helped it on for Weghorst. Weghorst trying to get there. It's a good challenge from Mings.
Good tackle.
Really good tackle from Mings. His 200th league appearance today. His first was here for Ipswich 9 years ago. Coutinho looking to pick out McGinn, who'd got a run forward there, certainly onside. Edge of the box, dinks one in, Pope will collect. Burnley almost want the agony to come to an end. Ball forward for Cornet. He could score here. Can he collect it? Goes round Martinez and finishes. Burnley have got a consolation. Maxwell Cornet.
Great finish.
It's a really good finish. Villa are a little bit complacent towards the end, but Maxwell Cornet's got a goal. Helps the goal difference, if nothing else. Burnley 1, Aston Villa 3, 8th of the season for Maxwell Cornet.
Well, Pope's come out, done really well, and it's a fantastic through ball.
It is, Cornet's away.
Weghorst would have been fuming if he hadn't scored, because it was a tap-in for him, but a really good finish.
Yeah.
Nice and composed. And that's another positive.
Yes, it is. Yeah, he looks fit, doesn't he, thankfully. Yeah. You know, does he play through the middle going forward? Does he play left-hand side? That's a question for Mike Jackson.
I mean, I think he plays really well for front of the big man.
He does, yes he does, yeah. You get the right ball and he's through, isn't he? Yeah. We saw that, he finished it really well.
Who did the through ball? Was it great?
Not sure, we'll have to have another look at that. It was a simple through ball, wasn't it? Yeah. There's Weghorst for Brownhill. Mings was unbeatable there, just stood tall. It's gone through to Pope.
Okay.
Pope wide for Taylor, do well to keep it in, has done. Again looking for Cornet. Does he play through the middle going forward? That's the question. Certainly he's got an eye for goal. Bit the offside trap.
I mean, Gerrard will be furious that they've conceded that.
They will, they want the clean sheet, wouldn't they? Really want the clean sheet. It's gone back to Martinez, we're close to the end here. It's a consolation only. But he's back amongst the goals, Cornet. Here's Coutinho. 3-1. Damage done probably in the first half. Villa were clinical. And they're just seeing out time now. They certainly put everything into it, Villa. You know, if there were suggestions they might have been on the beach, they were unfounded. That's the final whistle. It's finished. Burnley 1, Aston Villa 3. Late consolation for Cornet, but goals from Ings, Buendia and Watkins have given Villa a 3-1 win here. That goal after 7 minutes in the second half, after Tarkowski had gone off injured, was a big blow for Burnley. Great ball in from McGinn, diving header from Watkins. Cornet's consolation, in time added on, through ball, ran onto it, rounded the keeper, slotted it home for his 8th of the campaign. Now then, George, $64,000 question, what do Burnley do from here?
Get some injured players back and go again. They can't really take too much in today. I mean, no one expected them to lose by this today, just from the previous few weeks, but you've got to remember the form that they've done so well to get back in a position where it's still in their hands.
I think, you know, they've got to try and find something in those tough away games. Got to Spurs next, then Villa in the reverse fixture.
Which Villa turn up? I mean, if it's today, it's going to be a tough game, but you don't know which Villa are going to turn up next week. I think just get some injured bodies back, see how they are. But a week's training will be massive for them this week.
Get
everyone together, good week's training, and go again.
From here, Burnley have got to hope they're going to the last day with a chance to stay up against Newcastle at home. That's got to be the hope, hasn't it?
You've got to be confident. If you go into the last game, Newcastle at home, and it's a win stays up, you'd fancy the chances, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think that's got to be where Burnley have got to just try and nick a point or two from those away games. Who's to say they can't go to Villa and win? You never know.
Yeah, 100%. And you just hope Leeds, they're very Jekyll and Hyde, aren't they?
They are.
They've got very tough 2 next games, but you don't know with Leeds, do you?
No, you don't. No, they go to Arsenal, don't they? Entertain Chelsea. It is 4 days before the cup final. Burnley got to hope they're still out at the bottom.
They could lose 5-0. You never know. Or they could win. You just don't know.
Absolutely. Good response from the crowd at full time.
Yeah.
They've got to get behind the lads from here.
But that's what they needed, something like that. A goal just to give everyone a lift. And as I say, for confidence-wise, Cornet coming back and getting his goal, it was doing great for that run-in.
George, thanks ever so much. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Not been a great afternoon for Burnley, it must be said. It's finished Burnley 1, Aston Villa 3. 2-0 down at half-time. Danny Ings scored against Burnley again. Buendia with the second. And then Watkins' goal, 7 minutes into the second half, was hard to take. Diving header from McGinn's cross. Burnley got a consolation in injury time through Maxwell Cornet, but it hasn't been Burnley's day. The injury to Tarkowski as well. There'll be 1 or 2 certainly concerns ahead of next week. Big thanks to George Boyd for his help this afternoon. We'll see George again at Turf Moor very soon. But leave you the news. Finished here, Burnley 1, Aston Villa 3. The Clarets are still out the bottom 3, but Everton and Leeds play tomorrow. Everton at Leicester, Leeds at Arsenal. Burnley will be concerned about those fixtures. Villa the winners here today by 3-1. Maxwell Cornet, the last man to leave the pitch. Tough afternoon for Clarets followers. Villa the winners by 3-1. I'll see you at Tottenham a week tomorrow. Remember, that's a noon kick-off. Until then, goodbye from me.